Alright, movie geek griff for the Legion Gaming Network. So, be doing a double tap here here shortly. So the first movie review for me is A Walk Among the Tombstones, which ostensibly could be called Taken 5, because let's see here, Taken 3 would have been non-stop when he was on the plane, and Taken 4 could have been, I forgot what Taken 4 could have been. He did another one in between. He did Taken, and then he's done, or maybe A Walk Among the Tombstones is Taken 4. Yeah, Walk Among the Tombstones is Taken 4, right? Because we had the plane in non-stop. That was actually Taken 3. The plane was taken. This one, they're taking children, underage girls and whatnot. So this is Taken. Walk Among the Tombstones is Taken 4. So when Taken 3 actually comes out next year, Taken 3 is actually Taken 5. Right. Okay, there it is. Alright, so anyway. Liam Neeson plays a sort of disgraced, hard-boiled detective. It's not real. Calm down. Just a prop to sell the whole thing. But Walk Among the Tombstones, it really reminded me of it didn't remind me of a Taken. I'm just saying it's Liam Neeson's doing something Taken-ish. It didn't really remind me of Taken per se, but it did remind me of the old Nicolas Cage flick 8mm, which came out like in '98, I think, where he was like a seedy kind of disgraced, I don't know if he was a PI or what, like Liam Neeson's was, but he got involved into the world of sex trade and sex trafficking, and he was like, it was driving him crazy. But it really gave me that 8mm feel. On the same token, it also gave me a bit of the Mel Gibson Ransom feel. The way those two yahoos were taking people, taking kids. Can't say enough about Liam Neeson. I mean, I remember he's been a badass for a while. Even, I don't know if people are just now getting hip to the fact that Liam Neeson was badass. Qui-Gon Jinn in episode 1 of Star Wars was pretty awesome, and maybe that was people's introduction how badass he could be, or maybe it was Taken 1. However, Liam Neeson's is Darkman from the early '90s, where he was he was a comic book character, but he was badass back then. He was badass in Rob Roy fighting who was it? Tim Roth back in the '90s, man. You haven't seen what did I just call it? Rob Roy. If you haven't seen Rob Roy, you should check out Rob Roy. That was like his original badass role. But this movie was really good. Like I said, it gave me that Ransom feel, the way those two perverted, crazy, sicko dudes were kind of riding around in that van, and they were pretty complex in the routine they had down taking people. And then they turned on each other, which is very Ransom-ish. If you've ever seen Ransom, if you haven't, go see Ransom, because maybe it's before some people's time. I don't know, but it was just an all-around good movie. Walk Among the Tombstones, how he introduced when he was a cop, and then the dudes broke into which you see this in the trailer, but when they break into the bar and he goes after him and shoots a couple of them, that was like a classic. I don't know if it was a tracking shot per se, but how he chased him down, and the final dude he takes out, he's coming down some stairs, and they do the little title card by his head. So it felt really 60s, 70s-ish. I don't know, French Connection-ish. I don't know. But the little black kid that was in there too, kind of helping out Liam Neeson. That was a pretty good showmanship. No, what's the word? It was a pretty good, introduction for that kid. I don't know if he's done anything else. He reminded me of John Boyega from I Attack the Block, the British kid, when the aliens come to London, but that wasn't him. But he reminded me of him. But the interplay between Liam Neeson's and that black kid, the inner city youth that was helping him navigate that world, was pretty awesome. Yeah, just all around solid flick. I mean, you'll get shadows of Taken, but it's its own movie and it's pretty good. It's well done. So go see it. Go see A Walk Among the Tombstones. That's my advice. It's a pretty good movie, so go see it. Liam Neeson. Take care.